All right, let's turn our attention to really our top story today, and that's been the smoke conditions that are outside. You can see it.
That doesn't look as bad.
You can smell it. Yeah, I'm wondering. It's all the camera, the different angles that we take. There are certain camera angles. That one right there is terrifying because.
How about the orange this morning?
Because of the sun and the rays of the sun coming through. It was a relatively cloudless day, Anthony, but you'd never know it because when you look outside, it's just a thick haze, and I've spent most of my life here. I can never remember a situation where it looked this bad outside because of smoke.
Yeah, that's what I've been asking people around the newsroom, comparing what happened a few years ago in 2023, where we had the wildfire smoke out west that made us cross a country journey. But of course, New York and the East Coast cities took the cake on that. But for us, I'm thinking we're seeing the worst of the smoke between northern Ohio and portions of Michigan. You know, it is really, really bad. And the fires are just to the northwest of us in portions of northern Minnesota and southern Ontario. Yeah, we're right next door to those states, and we're just seeing this northwest wind carrying the smoke all across the Great Lakes. So we're going to carry this weather impact alert through your Friday due to the wildfire smoke. We were holding back, but now it seems like since the smoke is here and it's not going anywhere anytime soon, make sure you keep yourself indoors. I mean, it's just hazardous to be outdoors. A lot of outdoor activities have been canceled due to just how hazardous the air pollution is. The air quality is. It's just completely in the basement, and it's just going to remain pretty bad as we go throughout the next 24 hours. Visibility, let's talk about it, is down to less than a mile in many of our lakeshore areas from Port Clinton over to Elyria. This is a product we use to track fog, folks. So this is how dense this smoke is, folks. As we get closer to Route 30, we're looking at visibility only closer to 1 to 2 miles, but everyone across Northeast Ohio for this evening, things are going to get worse. I mean, I'm thinking we're seeing the worst of it as far as the density of the smoke, as far as how expansive it's going to be. All this is going to be flowing in our direction from the north, and it's going to be pretty much getting closer to I-70 and pretty much locations down to Cincinnati as we go throughout the evening. Here, the visibility is down to less than a mile, Traverse City over to Detroit. So here's the densest of the fog, densest of the smoke that's continuing to make its journey from the north down to the south. And this go around, we're looking at this north wind circulating around this high pressure system. So that is what's pretty much propelling the smoke and the slow movement of the smoke, because we don't have an aggressive wind speed. If these winds were 20, 30 miles per hour, it wouldn't be a total big deal, but we have light variable winds. Notice how winds are quite variable from the north, and then it's sort of trying to get from the south, then eventually from the north again, and then eventually we're going to have a backing wind to pretty much move all this out of here. Here's your National Design by hourly forecast. Tonight, again, this smoke line continues to make its journey down to the south, so I'm thinking tomorrow morning this is going to be the worst of it for all of the Buckeye State. And then as we go into the afternoon for your Friday, notice how things beginning to retreat back to the northeast. Then eventually this clearing line is going to be making its way out of here by the time we get closer to Saturday morning. Now we've pushed down the timeline of the wildfire smoke, but overall, the best thing you can do, stay indoors, folks. Close all windows, keep the air purification going. If you are heading out or do you have to work outdoors, N95 mask. Aaron was just speaking about that. That's going to be the best thing. And also, if you're going to be traveling, having that recirculation mode on your ACs, that's going to be the best thing to recirculate the fresh air you have in your cabin compared to pulling in the smoke from outdoors. Here's your National Design by hourly forecast going into your Friday. We're going to hit 90. Poor air quality will continue. Then rain showers late into the evening, into the overnight. Then more rain chances. Some of those storms could be on the stronger side, but this is going to be the same storm system that will be tracking across the forest across northern Minnesota and southern Ontario. So hopefully some relief when it comes to the return of the north winds come Sunday. But storm chances, got to watch out for that come Saturday afternoon. Cooling off by Sunday with a north wind, upper 70s. Is going to feel nice minus the smoke, and then high clouds and more storm chances as we get closer to midday with your Union Home Mortgage 10-day outlook.
All right, AC, thank you very much.